I'm often asked by firms what exactly PRISM is, so I thought I'd do a short explainer video to let you all know. PRISM, or the Probability Risk and Impact System, is the way that the central bank goes about supervising regulated firms. In effect, it is a resource allocation tool. What does it mean? So it's a risk-based approach that the regulator uses firstly to categorize each firm that it has authorized into a risk rating. The rating is based on the probability and impact of failure. And so obviously firms that have either a greater probability or more particularly a bigger impact if they were to fail, so for example banks, will get a higher PRISM impact rating. And for firms where the impact of failure would be less and the consequences would be confined within the borders of the firm, then they'll get a lower impact rating. And the consequences then of your impact rating are that there are different minimum engagement models that the regulator has depending on what impact rating you have been assigned. So for example, if your firm is given a low impact rating, then you will find that the engagement model is quite reactive, and you will see the regulator when there's been an issue with the firm or if you're selected for a thematic inspection. However, if you are medium low or medium high or high, you are on a much more active supervisory model, which means that you will see the regulator on a regular basis for scheduled engagements. So that move, particularly from low to medium low, is actually quite a big jump. You will find that the time you need to dedicate to the regulator and satisfying the regulator and engaging with them and answering their queries goes up substantially when you jump from low to medium low. But the other thing to bear in mind about PRISM is that it is a minimum engagement model. So it sets out the minimum that you will see of the regulator, depending on what categorization you are in. It's up to the supervisor and the supervisor's team to determine the actual engagement model, which means if you are in, for example, medium low, but the regulator, for whatever reason, has an impression that your firm deserves more supervision. So let's say there's something you've done to raise a flag, you've missed regulatory filing deadlines or something like that, then you will find not only do you get the minimum engagement model, but you get more engagement from the regulator and you see them more often because the supervisors have determined that your firm deserves extra supervision. So that's kind of in a nutshell what PRISM is. It's a supervisory engagement model that the regulator uses to determine how much they're going to interact with a particular firm. And on a last note, just to bear in mind, of course, that the supervisory levies that the regulator issues are different depending on the engagement model level that you're in. So low impact firms will get the lowest. And then for medium low, the jump is quite significant. It's about 10 times bigger. But what that does is it reflects the level of time that the regulator needs to dedicate to your firm, and it kind of recoups for the regulator the resources that they're dedicating to your firm. So there you go. That's what PRISM is. It's quite important because it will make a big difference to your firm in terms of the amount that you see of the regulator and the amount that you pay to the regulator every year for your supervisory levy.